Good afternoon, and welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enderal. So we're still here at the Sun Temple. We have to go in and talk to this guy. I went ahead and dropped off some items, and I was looking at the weapon improvements and stuff, but as of right now, I can't really improve weapons and armor. The only weapon or armor that I can improve right now is our hunting longbow, but it requires some steel ingots, which I didn't find any place to like make steel. I just found like a little workbench and stuff. But since all of our stuff is like enchanted stuff, we can't upgrade it. But I did notice that the crafted hunting longbow is actually 1 damage higher than the one that we have. So, but it also requires steel and then wood in addition. So,
Malphas's blessing.
anyways, we're looking for this fellow, Grandmaster Arantheal. Okay, he's right up here.
And to send an entire division across the sea because of a suspicion is madness.
We need to find out who sent the mercenaries. This Pegast said that they were after the Signet Stone, and if they succeed in getting hold of it next time, then the Black Guardian alone knows how to stop the cycle.
The cycle. Listening to you talk almost makes me forget that all this fuss here is merely based on some bad dreams you and your Neremese friends had.
The threat is real. Deny it as much as you like, but deep inside, you feel it as much as I do.
Tila, you're a commander, and a commander doesn't care about feelings, but about facts. You have made this mistake before, Tilor, back then in Kira, and
Natara,
we all know...
the mission will happen. I'm sorry.
You have a visitor.
Yes.
So, you are the prodigy everyone is talking about. Interesting. I am Teolar Aranthea, son of Lorius I and Grandmaster of the Order, and I'm honored to meet you. What is your name?
My name's Asgaard. I came from the wilderness. You wanted to see me?
Yes, and I will come straight to the point. You are here because I believe that you are special. Humanity faces a threat that needs to be stopped, and to achieve this, you are indispensable.
You're talking about the Red Madness, aren't you?
Among other things, yes. I do not need to explain to you that the present situation on Vin is chaotic. The wars, the living dead, common people who are losing their minds, to name only the most obvious. What most people are not aware of is the connection between these events. You, however, have encountered it, as have I.
The visions, so you know where they come from?
I do. And I will explain everything to you. What it means, who we are, and what your part in all of this is. Come, follow me. Maybe you already know who I am. My entire life, I served the gods who ruled Vin, until their death 2 years ago. What you do not know is that the one responsible for their death is my son, Narazul Arantheal. He hated the Lightborn because he believed that they robbed mankind of their right to freedom, so he strived to overthrow them. He found followers, formed an army and declared war on them, and thus on me, a servant of the Lightborn as well. It all ended in a battle 30 years ago, which Narazul won. He killed every single survivor except for me, and locked me in a dungeon on Nerim. I still do not know why he spared me.
If Narazul was your son, why did he hate the gods so much? Shouldn't he have been, I don't know, devoted to them?
There were circumstances favoring the development. But it's a long story, which we won't discuss now.
So the Lightborn are really dead. If you, the Order of the Gods, acknowledge that fact, why do people not know about it?
Good question. Because at the moment stability is the highest good, even more so considering what we are facing. The rulers of Kira and Kile both made the mistake to acknowledge the death of the gods to their people, and the civil wars that followed in their countries are evidence of the chaos that such a revelation entails. Enderal is the cradle of the Order of the Gods, the epitome of theocracy, It is unthinkable what would happen if we confirmed these rumors. I am sure you understand this. Maybe when all this is over that will change, but for now it is imperative that we deny all rumors of that kind.
Makes sense. But you managed to free yourself.
Yes, after more than 30 years, when the death of the gods made the magic around the prison disappear. And during my escape in the northern mountains of Nerim, I also had them for the first time. The dreams.
He's just like, okay, whatever, I'm leaving. That's just the end of the conversation. He's just like, the hell with you. And just walks out the door.
I always saw the same glare, terrible light. Heard screaming, and I felt like I was burning up from the inside. And above all, like a veil, there was the knowledge of imminence. At first, of course, I dismissed these dreams as the delusion of a man close to death. So I concentrated on making it through the mountains somehow. 2 days after my escape, I was completely exhausted, and I would have died if a former acolyte of my son had not found me.
An acolyte of your son, but weren't they your enemies then?
Yes, but he did not recognize me, and brought me to their headquarters instead, an old monastery in the mountains. The others were aware of my identity, but for whatever reason they did not kill me. Maybe because they thought that the death of the Lightborn had made me insignificant. I do not know. Still, even after my recovery, the dreams continued. At first, I doubted my sanity, but after some time I told the leader of the mages, Constantine, about them. And he said something that I'd never expected. I was not alone. He, as well as many others, magically gifted on Vin, dreamed the same dreams. And the more we talked about the matter, the stronger our suspicion grew, which has now turned out to be the truth. The dreams, they come from the same place. They are a shared memory.
A shared memory? You mean the dreams originate from a, what, a common mind?
A collective subconscious, yes. I know that you can feel it too, and probably far more intense than we do. But like you back then, we were not able to make sense of the images. So we went looking for answers in the remains of the civilization that was before us, the Pyreans.
Thus the excavations, like an old ration grad. What did you find out?
3 things. First, there were many civilizations before us and before the Pyreans. Maybe hundreds, maybe thousands. Second, the history of each civilization unfolded and still unfolds according to a pattern. They emerge, they blossom, and at some point, at the apex of their existence, they simply disappear without any trace. And third, everything that has happened in the past years, and which is still happening, indicates that this disappearance lies ahead of us. We are part of an eternal loop, a cycle, and our cycle is approaching its end.
Wow. What's more? What do we have here? A pattern. You mean that the chronicles of each civilization are identical?
Not identical, but one can split them up into episodes which repeat themselves in the very same manner, into patterns.
So this is your explanation for the Red Madness, the wars.
Yes, dramatically put, they're the envoys of the end.
Interesting. So there's like 3 different options. You mean that the end of humanity lies ahead? I admit that this world has seen brighter days, but isn't that a little too much of a leap? Or hundreds of prophets have predicted the end of the world and it never happened. Yeah, we're going to say hundreds of prophets have predicted the end of the world and it never happened.
I see why you would say that, and I felt the same way for a very long time too. But there came a moment when we simply could not deny it anymore. We began to study the history of the Pyreans more intensely, and the parallels were extraordinary. In its early days, the Pyrean Empire was split up by a disaster, just like Vin was split up by the Starfall after the reign of the Eterna. Also, the Pyreans had a ruling caste who declared themselves gods after the catastrophe. The two castes of the Sun Priest. They too ruled until they were overthrown. This overthrowing was followed by an outbreak of wars and chaos. And then, just like that, the Pyreans ceased to exist. They knew it was imminent, but they could not prevent it. They called this event the Cleansing.
The Pyreans knew about the threat. Why didn't they try to do something about it?
They tried, but they failed. Who knows why? Maybe they found out too late, or maybe they were too weak.
How in blazes can an entire civilization just disappear? Well, the Dwemer did. Sounds like the Dwemer.
That is the question we need to find an answer to. The end was not violent, at least not in a sense as we know it. There was no natural disaster, no magical explosion, no plague. Even though there was war in the Pyrean Empire before its ruin, when the cleansing happened, it was as if all living beings simply fell down and died. It is ghastly.
And where do I come in? Where do these visions of my power come from?
Well, this is the reason why we need your help. Not only episodes of history recur within every cycle, characters do as well.
Characters recur?
Yes, the Pyreans call them the emissaries. They emerge very shortly before the cleansing occurs, like a law of nature, an answer to the Red Madness. And I am one of them, as are you. While I take on the role of the ruler, you take on the role of the prophet.
I'm supposed to be a prophet?
It's just a description. Call it what you will. But without doubt, it is the truth. Your story matches the descriptions perfectly.
And I take it this is the reason the near-me's mages are here, isn't it? Firespark, Pegast, Skyrim.
Yes. Former enemies or not, both sides have understood the magnitude of the threat. The magical knowledge of Narazul's former mages is vast, as is the power of the Holy Order. Even though not all of the Keepers agree, as you probably have already noted yourself.
And why me of all people?
I do not know. Firespark the Mage has told me your story, and even though your fate is tragic, unlike me, you were insignificant before your change. So maybe everyone can become an emissary, or we simply have not understood the pattern yet.
If I play a role, does that mean that something is controlling me, controlling us?
No. As I already said, the emissaries simply appear at the beginning of the end, like pieces on a chessboard. We are determined by our skills. How and to what end we use them is our choice.
And what defines us prophet?
On the one hand, your power. You carry the potential to master any skill within a fraction of the usual time needed. I assume you have already realized this. On the other hand, your ability to look into the past, and therefore into the future.
Into the past and therefore into the future. What do you mean?
Your visions are a window into the past. And as every cycle is based on the same events, it is a window into the future as well. You can feel the thread this world is woven with. And because of that, you can see things that have happened, and thus will happen again. This gift makes you indispensable to us, and it is why I want your help.
Alright. And if all this doesn't interest me?
Hollow words. Deep inside, you know your responsibility. Trust me, we are more alike than you believe.
Why do you think that we can overcome this cycle in the first place, after hundreds of civilizations have failed?
That is the wrong question. The correct question is, what alternative do we have? To wait and die?
Alright, what's in it for me if I help?
If it is wealth and power you seek, you will have it. The Order has enough of both.
This is not a decision I want to make based on a gut feeling. Give me some time, or... Alright, if I can help, I will try to do so.
Good. However, there's one more thing before the actual work begins. I want you to join our order, and to do so, you have to pass a test. A trial.
Why? Join your order. Is this really necessary?
It is. Whatever you think about our story, we are the only faction that is strong enough to oppose the cycle. If you want to be part of our mission, you need to have access to our knowledge and resources. There will be voices in the Order speaking against your admission, as they are speaking against the presence of the Naramese mages. Consider it an honor or a necessity. It is up to you.
Okay, what kind of test?
It is the trial the novices have to pass in order to be exalted to the role of a keeper. Only the best students of the Squalor are allowed admission, and even though you have not been a novice, I want you to take it too. At this very moment, 2 novices are on their way to the testing grounds. I have informed them about your arrival.
And who are the 2 novices?
I have only a slight acquaintance with them. However, I know that they are both very talented and have been working hard toward the test. But see them for yourself.
Alright, you've already informed them? How could you know that I'd agree?
I had a hunch. Let us leave it at that.
Very well, where can I find them?
At the border to the Heartland, near the Whisper Wood. They will be waiting for you there. Take the Myret, talk to Signet Master Bartar, and hand him this package. And then follow his orders. Ah, one more thing. It might be self-evident, but keep your knowledge about the death of the Lightborn to yourself. I do not believe you can do any real harm, but in the worst case, path-abiding people will consider you a heretic. After the cycle has been stopped, we will deliberate upon how we deal with the matter. If and how we tell our people about it. But not now, that is for sure. No, leave. The sooner we can dispense with this formality, the better.
Alright. Interesting. So we learned a lot. Part of something momentous, part 2. Meet Signet leader Jorak Bartar and the 2 novices at the Heartland border. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the Myred Keeper and we're going to have a word with him. Oh, here's
What
that.
do you want, urchin child?
Urchin child, are you serious? Oh my god, they're so mean to me. Okay, so let's head on to the Myred Tower. Alright, Myred Tower at the Heartland's border. So the guys are right over there, but there's like stuff everywhere. Okay, I think next episode we'll continue on with that, but I'm afraid if I go talk to him right now, we're just going to end up like talking to NPCs for the entirety of the episode. So, I'm going to go this way and go check out just one of these caves. I just want to like stab something, you know. There's actually some kind of a giant mound here. And I hear skeletons. Hey there, little buddy. Pow. Aha! There's another one over there. Somewhere. It's an archer. There it is. Old Claymore. Aha! Gotcha! You can't let me close in on you, buddy. Okay. I do really like where the story is going, though. Like, I'm very curious to find out what's gonna happen next. But I have to stab something, you know? Oh, Gorgosh? I'm assuming that is... Oh, God! Okay, I'm gonna pop a skill this time, because... that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, I see the skeleton over there. The archer one. Okay, I've got to circle around and take this archer out. There we go. Oh my god, I hear a bear. And Gorgosh is coming out, it looks like. Yep, there's Gorgosh. Oh, this isn't good. He's fast. Okay, I've got some other snake tongue oil. There we go. Get a little bit of work on him. That stuff's really nice though because it causes the enemies to fall down, which is actually very, very useful. I did play around with that one the other day. Oh my god, it's just monsters for days. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, like look at the screen here. Just creatures for days. Oh god, this is ridiculous. But I think I found a place where they can't get me. You die. There's one down anyway. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, there's highwaymen down there. And one of them's got a bow. I am honestly screwed at the moment. This is terrible. Okay, that wolf is going after those bandits. They're vagrants. They're not even bandits. Okay, that skeleton's after him now. That skeleton's not gonna last though. There we go. Skeleton's dead. Oh, we leveled up. 5 learning points, 3 crafting, and 1 memory. I'm going to take the health. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to save before I jump down here. I think we're to the point, I mean, most of the wolves are now dead. And I think we're to the point now that we could probably... Oh, how did that not stagger you? You fool? Yeah, you got your own wolves to deal with. As do I. Nope. You're not getting back up from that. Ah! God! It's like a battle for the ages right here. Fine steel shield. Wow, that has 21 armor. I'm trying to get away from the heavy shields, though, if I can. I'm gonna snag it. We'll see. You, sir, are on my last nerves. Yes, I do. God. There we go. He was very deserving of that as well. Because he was a total jerk. I don't know, like those guys came from somewhere. I bet it was that camp that's over there. And that one boss guy is still wandering around, and I don't know where he's at. I just know that he's somewhere out here, wandering around in the woods. So, we're going to see if we can find him. And there's still a bear around here as well, but... There he is. Hey, buddy. Come on. There we go. Haha! That snake tongue oil is awesome, by the way. Oh, he's dead, but he's standing up. Steel Sword of the Blaze. We'll take it. It sells for a decent amount. Hello, buddy. Gorgosh. Gorgosh, bagosh. Massive chest. We got a common soul gem. 2 flawless amethysts. A helmet with a face mask. Some lockpicks. Summon battle axe rank. It's either 2 or 11. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's rank 2. Is what it's supposed to be. Oh, an ambrosia. That is actually what I need. I meant to pick some up while I was in town because I've got a little bit of money right now, but we're down to 44% arcane favor. Oh my god, arcane favor is like the worst. It's the worst thing. Oh, we got a few potions. They're not terrible. I'm surprised there's no, like, skill books in here. Maybe in this other direction? Like, I don't see the bear, but I hear him. There. I see the bear. Alright, let's see if we can take him. Oh, that was not the special that I meant to pop. Shoot. Now's when things are going to get interesting. Okay, the black bear seems to be stuck on that tree. Plus he's on fire. Yeah, we got him. Easy enough. Oh, he had a ring on him. Interesting. There is that camp over here, and I'm pretty sure the bandits that we killed were from that camp. So I do want to go check that out really, really quick, considering it's probably already cleared out. Well, no, that camp actually turned out to be a bit farther away. Seems like, but there is something right here. Oh, nice call. I will take it. We'll go down here. There's a camp right down here. Oh, here we go. There's a path. We found a path. Hey, mages. I hate mages. I hate them on here. I hate them on all the Elder Scrolls games. Oh, man. Why you gotta slow me down? An entropy mage. Oh. Get you some of that. No. Why you gotta run away all the time? Come back here. I'm out of stamina. God. Oh my God. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna go in with our bow to start with. Okay, if we can keep her stun locked so she can't run off. There we go. That's how we gotta do it. Just back her up into a corner there and just stun lock her to death. It's like, if you guys ever played World of Warcraft, like, back when it was still like vanilla, you know, pre-BC and all that. Which, I mean, I don't know. I played a little bit post like BC, but I got out of it. I was more of a vanilla fan. We found Thur. Oh man, another one of you guys? Are you serious? That's fine. Here comes the pain. Wild Witch. Well, you go into this little area here. I'll take fire damage over ice any day because I hate the slowdown on ice. It's terrible. Get you some of that. Alright. But the rogues a lot of times, especially for like PvP, they would play like a stun lock build. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like we're just stun locking them and then killing them. This area though, by the way, is fairly stout. It is fairly stout. Do we want to go into... Or actually, I was just looking at the time on the video. It's fairly close to wrapping up point. That one guy rambled for a while. But, I mean, it was interesting and it was a lot of story stuff. But, you know, I was ready to get out and just stab something. That's what I wanted to do. So bad. So next episode, we'll probably continue on, maybe with the main quest. We may just explore, actually. Because we've had a lot of story unveiling type episodes here lately. Yeah, get you some of that. Then I'll take care of your friends. Friends? I see a couple dots on the screen there. Oh, that's not good. I'm kind of low on stamina right now. You could have waited a minute. Oh, he's one of those guys.
Fucking piece of shit. You'll pay for it.
Okay. I do want to get rid of these gloves because they leave me with these weird holes in my arms. Okay, that guy's dead. Now what about your friend? Archers usually aren't too bad as long as I don't exert all my stamina going in on them. That's the worst thing. The thing I need to be the most careful with. And then I can just stun lock them like that. Pow! There we go. I just broke your, like, what is that, trachea? I think that's right. Oh, there's some kind of a tower over there. Why do they do this to me? Written paper. Burak, we have scouted the Whisper Wood. I know you don't really dare to go there, but eastern, not far from that old ritual side of the steel crabs at the lake, we've discovered a glow potter workshop of the Relata in a cave. Imagine all the pennies we could get for that. The Relata protect the spot with mercenaries who are more skilled than you. You need a majority and train your folks. A blueprint for a steel warhammer. Fireball tome. You notice, like, the majority of the blueprints that we discover are for, like, heavy armor type things. Butcher of Arc Volume 3. I think we've already got that one, but if I recall. I hear you, Mr. Bear. And I'll kill you. Just give me a second. We've got some old iron arrows and some lube oil. And like I kind of want to go to that tower just to see. Of course, I also kind of want to kill that bear. I just want to kill everything on here. Of course, everything's got meat and stuff. What's this tower? It's kind of eerie, and I have to know. Not too worried about you, buddy. There's a little bird out there, too. There we go. We got the fox. Okay, I do want to take just a quick peek at this tower. I don't think we'll go, if it's interiors and all that, we're not going to go in there right this second, but I do just want to see what it is. Old Border Watch discovered. Yeah, there's an interior. Yeah, I think next episode I'm not going to be able to resist exploring. Uh-oh, we got a guy. I am going to go ahead and pop one of our poisons, because we've got a lot of, like, poisons. Spider venom. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, there's a guy actually down there patrolling, but I figured we'd come on up to the top of the tower, and I'm glad I did because we got archers up here. This is Sparta, buddy. What do we got over here? I saw what looked like a blueprint. Yeah, firm leather gauntlets require handicraft of 20. We're gonna have to get our handicraft up fairly quickly because that's one thing we aren't good at. And that I would like to at least be halfway proficient at. Oh man, there's like a bunch of bandits and stuff down there. I want to kill them. I want to kill them so badly. Okay, we got a guy here. Get your some. Oh, I love those fire arrows. Like fire arrows plus sneak attack. That is the way to do it, I feel like. Okay, I think that's pretty much the exterior locations. I am going to go down to the beach. I apologize. I know the episode's running long, but I have to know what's down here. Oh yeah, who'd have thunk it? I should have just opened fire like from the get-go. Oh yeah. There we go. She's dead. The archer's not a problem. I like excel at killing archers. It's the heavy armored people that I don't like quite as much. But even those, they're not too bad. I think it's just hordes of things that I don't like as much. Yes, I'll pay for that. Like that. And that. You're gonna have to try to be more mobile against me, buddy. Alright, so what do we got down here? We've got a Butcher of Arc Volume 1. We've got a heavy armor book. Woo! Petty Soul Gem. It's mainly that heavy armor book, but that's okay. I like killing those guys, though. Killing those guys is its own reward. Plus we get XP and stuff. But anyways, I do believe that I'm going to end out the episode there. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay. And like I said, next episode we're probably going to do a bit of exploration. Honestly, I like this area, and the enemies are pretty tough. And it seems like there's just hordes of things everywhere. So I'm definitely excited to check this place out. There's actually a location like right here too. There's like locations everywhere. What is this? Oh, it's just a dead rabbit. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos. I'm going to have to stop walking because I'm going to keep going towards this. And I'm just like drawn to it, you know? Like, I want to know what's over here. A resting place? Yeah. Anyways, we'll pick this back up next episode. Looks like there's like a cage over there. So we'll pick back up next episode from here, and we'll do a bit of exploration. We might get onto the main quest next episode, but I highly doubt it. Because, like, I've been in the city so much lately that I just want to get out and, like, stab something for an episode, you know. So, anyways, I hope you guys join me for that. And until next time, as always, do take care, stay safe. And I hope to see you guys then.